Hey guys, my name is Bando, this is Brexit Bando, and we have the Community Kitbash Challenge for this month, and the topic was the diplomat, and the challenge was basically to build and paint a single model that fit the theme in 30k of a diplomat. And I've got the first entry here, and this is by Gorbs over on Twitter, or X, and he's done a 40k character. That's absolutely fine, I don't mind. And this is Lieutenant Sorrel of the 10th Company of the Steel Wardens chapter. One of the oldest Marines within the ranks, his injuries have resulted in his reassignment to diplomatic missions within the Ghoul Stars. Since the Great Rift, they have all but been cut off from resources of the Greater Imperium and are having to rely more and more on what local resources can be found to fulfill their mandate of protecting against the horrors of that region. And that's great. And this model looks fantastic. It's a good mix of kits. I think this is from Fabulous Bill. We got a Mark II, kit. And I don't know where the cloak is from. I think that might be the other Praetor. I don't know where this backpack is from. That's definitely not a standard Mark II. Or it might be. I don't know. He says reaching for a Mark II Marine. Oh, it might be, yeah. It's the new Mark II backpack. Didn't know. Didn't realise it had this weird doodad on the back. Really like this. I'm not sure where this head is from. I think this might be a Votan head, actually. But I like it. I really like the look of it. I like the design. I could see this character as like a grizzled veteran advising a planetary governor on actions, deployments of troops, that sort of thing. And I just think it's quite neat. I like he's got Mark II power armor. It's an ancient relic. It's not as good as top of the line power armor. Maybe he's a little too old to undergo the Primaris transition. But he's wearing this relic because of his station, and it not for its combat ability. And I think that's really neat. Interesting colour scheme with the white and the metallic blue as well. All in all, an absolutely top entry. Well done. I'd love to get some feedback from people in the chat about this, and let's see what you guys think. On to the next one. So next up is an entry by, I'm going to butcher this, Magic P Mini, or Maciek P Mini, and it is Brother Kevaras, and he is sent to negotiate the surrender of defectors from the 8th Legion, still willing to serve the Emperor of Mankind. So we've got a cool looking Night Lord, a bit of a sort of black shield imagery on there, a bit cleaner, he's not got the fleshy bits, and it is a loyalist Night Lord, and I really like the look of this. It's a nice, simple kind of. It's a plainer miniature, which I like for 30k. Power Fists seem to be really popular at the moment with this. I like the gold faceplate. I think that works really, really well, and the pose is really nice with the sort of the sort of. The pause of it, the sort of static moment in time. I really like this. I like the red being used for alternate panels and cables and stuff. I think it adds to the colour really well. And I like the toga kind of replacing the kind of flayed flesh that you would normally see on a Night Lord. So this is really, really good. I like that the lightning's been limited quite back to sort of just a little bit, not too much. And the painting's fantastic. Nice, smooth, clean painting. So, yeah, really good. I bet a whole force of these guys would look absolutely fantastic. So make sure you pop over to Instagram if you're on Instagram and give magic.p.mini a follow. Follow him back there. There we go. We got some nice other models to have a look at. So, yeah, here we go. Next up, we have a Herald of Angron. Unfortunately, the sorry, I can't think of the name. Tokyo Wendigo here. Didn't manage to finish this one in time, but that's okay. It's an interesting pose. It's a good model. I'm liking the use of bits here. There's a very interesting helmet. I think this is from the Emperor's Children kit. And yeah, I generally like the kind of pose. Bit more dynamic, obviously no power fist, so bucking the trend there. But hopefully let's see this in the future with some paint on it as well. Okay, we've got a quick fire round now because we're onto the Discord, so it's nice and easy for me to do these now. So this up is from Das Rat Stories and is Arkath Shazlasar of the Salamanders Legion, formerly Sergeant, now elevated to Centurion, due to being among the few fittings who survived the immediate Istvan V aftermath. Under Praetor Agnian Kazarn, rushed to terror after escaping the Dropsite massacre, presented to having entered the Court of Dawn to negotiate access to their dreadnought reserves so that his brothers, who were beyond the ability for augments to restore, could stand against the traitors in defence of terror. I like that. It's a very heavily converted model. It's all mostly 3D printed, but there is several bits of sculpting in here, and the cape's rather interesting because it's actually a shed part of his, I believe, pet tortoise's shell, which is quite interesting, if not a little grim, kind of. And then next up, we've got a really nice one. This is from Gojira, and it's a Sisters of Silence, who is still undergoing training, hence why she can still speak. And it's kitbash from a lot of different pieces. Really nice looking model, interesting colour scheme. I like the pose. I like that it's very much like, you know, open hand, welcoming a friend, but the gun is still there. And then Gojira's also handily given us a list of all the parts that he's used. So if you wanted to make something similar, you know where to start from, which I think is great. I really like this as a model. Next up, this is a good one. This is veteran brother Solan Zul of the 12th Legion's World Eaters. Last recorded alive entering the drop pod bay 12C of the Gladius Mundi in orbit above Istvan III. So he is in Mark 1 Thunder Armour. He is clearly a veteran legionnaire of the World Eaters, and you know he's got his orders, he's got his you know his scripts here to read from, but it looks like he's memorised them already, and he's dropping into Istvan to go and slap those traitors around a bit. Little does he know what's waiting for him down there, unfortunately. And again, it is a 3D printed model. So that's it. That is all of what I was sent. If you sent me something and I haven't talked about it, I apologise. Please get in touch, but I can't find it. I can't see it. I like it. The passion's there. It's very interesting. I'm thinking. I've had several people ask for vehicles as well, and I'm a bit hesitant to do vehicles because vehicles are quite an undertaking, and they're a bit bigger. They're not as easy. People don't have vehicles sitting around in their bits boxes. But if people really want to do vehicles, I'm happy to do a community kit bash for vehicles, and maybe we can do that. But keep an eye on the channel for the next couple of weeks or so, and we'll do another one. Obviously with Christmas coming up, I don't want to take up too much time, so it'll probably be a longer one, probably be like deadlines sometime in the new year. And so well done to everyone who entered. I think they are all fantastic. I think that the passion is great there, and I think kit bashing is one of the greatest things we can do in this hobby. So if you want to take part in this sort of thing, keep an eye on the channel. It's very simple. All you have to do is kit bash a model for the theme. It doesn't have to be game legal, and we'd like it to be painted, and we'd like to have a little bit of fluff, just a sentence or two about who they are, what they're doing. So as always, guys, please leave a comment down below if you want to engage, if you want to give some feedback to these people, which one you like the most. If you've got any constructive criticism, it's always welcome for these guys. And as always, if you want to support the channel, like, comment, subscribing is free. But if you're buying models in the UK, Element Games, you can use my code JAM737 to get yourself double reward points. Alright guys, have a great day. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.